What's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. We've got some great news about Halo the Master Chief Collection coming from ElTorito. We knew that they were gonna work with 343 in some sense, and they put out a very in-depth developer blog post that goes over a lot of information about MCC on PC, what we can expect from them, what they're doing right now, and what the future of modding and their involvement with 343 is regarding MCC on PC. So we'll look at that after the Halo MCC talk. I also do want to highlight a Bandai Namco sale that Humble is running right now. Some great deals as a part of that, and I did want to give you guys some recommendations as some games I think you guys should check out if you are interested, but we'll cover that after the MCC talk. First up, again, ElTorito put out a very in-depth blog post, and I'll put a link to that in the description box down below. Of course, it looks like Microsoft and them are gonna work together, and that's great to see. We need to see more relationships like this in gaming. If this was Nintendo, I think it would go a completely different direction and all hell would have broken loose. People would have gotten sued, financial turmoil, but in this case, it seems like everything is going very, very smoothly, and I want to highlight some of the things that they said in the blog post. Quote, "It's been 10 months since our last blog post. The purpose of this post is to clear some confusion, correct some incorrect information floating around regarding ElTorito, and update everyone on what we've been doing since last April. It's been a roller coaster of events since then. There are some things I cannot speak about, such as features or scope of MCC that have not already been publicly announced and discussed by 343, but I've been granted permission to speak about certain things, including any meetings that took place that were not under NDA. So first they go through some thank yous and whatnot, but then there's also a section about their direct involvement with 343. On April 24th, 4 days after we released Point 6, the few of the more active members of the ElTorito team met with certain 343 employees and other members of the Halo universe, including Frank O'Connor, the Halo franchise development director. Our initial meeting, which was not under NDA and therefore did not touch on the topic of MCC at all, was about ElTorito and a simple request that we pause development. After the success of our Point 6 release, where we had 12,000 concurrent players, they were professional, impressed, congratulatory, and even sympathetic and apologetic about the unfortunate circumstances surrounding Microsoft issuing DMCA takedowns against Halo Online and Twitch streamers. They publicly put out a statement, and I went over that statement before, so I won't reiterate that, but it's a part of the blog post, so have a look for it yourself. They mentioned to us that our success with ElTorito lit a spark, and we were told it gave us a kick in the pants. MCC has obviously always been planned to eventually be on PC, but was never on the current roadmap. So while ElTorito is not responsible for MCC coming to PC, it is responsible for it coming to PC right now. So for that, the ElTorito team would like to thank you, the community, for spreading the word, playing ElTorito with such positive reactions, and enjoying the game we poured our hearts and souls into. ElTorito is what set MCC PC in motion. After the initial meeting, our small group of 5 met on occasion with 343 to discuss their future plans, gather opinions, and discuss in how they would like us to be involved in MCC on PC's development. We've been acting as an advisory board prior to the Halo Insider program to help them shape the MCC experience while we were brought in by 343 for our particular set of expertise. We unfortunately have not been actively doing any technical work with them for some time now due to our area of expertise modding not being needed at this time. However, mentioned in the Reddit AMA, modding is on the roadmap for a future time, and they have been focusing on bringing Halo Reach into MCC. They also go through a couple of questions that I already went over, again, in the full blog post, so have a look at it yourself. So currently, ElTorito isn't actively working with 343 day in and day out. However, modding at some point is going to be an element of MCC. I think that's a foregone conclusion based on everything that you see them doing with the PC version of this game. Why would they release it on Steam? Why would they be taking their time with it and implementing so many PC-centric features if they didn't add something that so many gamers wanted, something that would inherently add to the longevity of the game and make it one of the most successful games on Steam? It will be one of those games that, if they get it right, will create Microsoft a source of residual revenue for years upon years. I'm talking 5 to 10 years from now, people are still buying these games on PC and Microsoft is still getting revenue as long as they create a compelling, engaging version with all of those components that we want in a PC version, modding being one of the most important ones that'll add to the longevity of the experience. Sure, we'll buy it from the get-go for that general Halo experience on PC, but if you want that longevity, modding needs to be there, and I think 343 and Microsoft are fully aware of that based on this statement. The blog post does wrap up by stating the future of ElTorito and what they're doing now, saying this. Quote, "They're doing what any group of Halo modders and reverse engineers would do. Continue to mod and reverse engineer Halo. Regardless of the future of MCC on PC, the team isn't going anywhere. We've never stopped reverse engineering the game engine and resources since last April. We've learned so much and have been able to do some incredible things, some of which were thought to be impossible. and you will be seeing some of this work in the near future in the form of an update. Bottom line, this is not in any way a goodbye. The ElTorito team is not going anywhere, and you'll be seeing a hell of a lot more from us in the future, whether it be in the existing ElTorito mod or MCC PC itself. As always, we will keep the community informed of our activities. Feel free to ask us questions on the Reddit post, and that's how the blog post is concluded. So this entire ElTorito and Microsoft story has just concluded in the best way possible. I really wish situations with so much turmoil like this could end like this more often, but a lot of the times you see people getting sued, people being called names, XYZ happening, but this is best case scenario for everyone involved. ElTorito's involvement helped bring MCC on PC quicker. Hopefully they help out with the modding support of MCC, and that inherently is going to create more longevity for the game. That's best for the consumer, and that means the consumer is going to spend more money, and Microsoft's going to make more money. Everybody makes out like bandits, and it's best case scenario for everyone involved. So this is just some tremendous news. Yes, I'm upset by the release pattern and the game being piecemealed to us, and probably it's going to cost $15 to $20 a pop, and it'll be an expensive game. But in terms of the game fundamentally, based on everything I'm hearing, man, this is shaping up to be a tremendous PC release. And hopefully that opens the floodgates for more Microsoft titles to be released on Steam. But one at a time, this is definitely a step in the right direction. So great news about MCC going forward, but we'll talk more about that game as we hear more information. A lot of information is trickling out, and you guys seem to dig whenever I cover the game, so I'll continue to be doing that. However, I also wanted to highlight a Bandai Namco sale that's going on over at the Humble store right now. A lot of great deals as a part of this sale, some questionable deals as well. Namely, the good deals fall on if you guys are into JRPGs. Tales of Berseria, one of the best PC JRPGs that is available, is 75% off for $12.50. I think that game is tremendous and one of the best games in the entirety of the Tales of franchise. A franchise that generally, the games are usually very good, however, they never break through and hit that excellent tier of JRPG games. I think Tales of Berseria is one of those games based on its characters, based on its storytelling. It is an excellent game. Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom is 50% off for $29.99. Ideally, I would like to see that game a little bit cheaper at this point, but $30 for it isn't bad, and I think that's a very good gateway JRPG, a very accessible JRPG for newcomers to the genre, so that's not a bad one as well. And then as far as JRPG goes, .hack GU Last Recode, a remastering of a PlayStation 2 series along with a 4th episode. $15 for that is quite good. Love that series on the PlayStation 2, and to be able to play it on PC, yeah, that's quite nice. Right now, Sekiro is definitely in the news. However, Dark Souls 3 is discounted 75% off for $14.99. The deluxe edition is available for $25. The base game for $15 isn't a bad deal, and Dark Souls 3 is actually quite a lot easier than Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Everybody is bugging out over Sekiro based on that game's brutal difficulty. And based on what I've played, honestly, I probably dig Dark Souls 3 a little bit more than Sekiro. I know that might be an unpopular statement right now just because everybody's high on Sekiro too. But Dark Souls 3 is a very compelling game, and guess what? It's $15 instead of the $60 that Sekiro is, so it's not a bad starting point if you're just looking to get into From Software titles. They've got the Dragon Ball games on sale. Xenoverse 2 is $12.50. Dragon Ball FighterZ is discounted as well. A little bit of a bummer on PC, considering the player bases die off rather quickly, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Do see My Hero 1's Justice down to $40. That's not a bad price if you're into My Hero, and a couple of other deals are a part of that. Again, if you're looking for a new JRPG, Tales of Berseria, Ni no Kuni 2, or .hack Last Recode is going to be quite nice. And if you are buying into the Sekiro hype a little bit, but you've never played a From Software title, Dark Souls 3 isn't a bad starting point. And considering that's available for just $15, I would say it's a pretty good buy. A couple of other deals available as a part of that sale as well. I'll leave it in the description box down below if you guys want to check it out. Again, I am partnered with Humble, and I do get a little bit of a kickback, but great deals are great deals, and those are some fantastic deals. So that's going to conclude this video. Again, let me know all of your thoughts on Halo MCC. Modding support is probably going to be a thing. It looks like ElTorito and 343, while they won't come out and completely say it, it does seem like they're in bed together, so that is some great news. And again, give a look to that Humble sale. A lot of good deals can be had as a part of that. That's gonna wrap up this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, leave it in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
And unite these lands.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.